Hey, welcome to the Monkey Apocalypse, issue number 10.
That's this many.
That's this many. 2.5 months. Been good, man. I've enjoyed doing these.
Those are fun.
Yeah, so your weekly top 5 books here. We're at 4711 Forest Drive, Cardinal Newman High School, Bilo Shopping Center, Facebook, pumpmonkeycomics.com.
And we're at facebook.com/Nerds of the Apocalypse, Twitter at Nerds of the Apox, and twitch.tv/Nerds of the Apoc.
And let's go on to events. Next graphic novel event, going to be on June 12th, 6 p.m. We moved the time up a little bit. We're going to be doing East of West.
Yep.
Jonathan Hickman, of course, we've talked about this the last couple of videos. This is Death. It's kind of a futuristic, Western, very cool stylistically book. We do have them in stock. It's a $9.99 price point for the book, which is fantastic, plus 20% off.
That's like $8. I don't even know.
You're just throwing up math.
I'm in college, dude. This is how we do it. I'm using that new system. Just kidding now.
But make sure you come out 6 p.m. on the 12th. Don't even have to read the book to come in. We've actually gained a lot of people. I think last time we had like 14, 15 people in here, so it's been a good turnout. So,
yep. Maybe Steve B will show up.
Maybe. So new merchandise this week. We've got some fantastic new pop figures. Ghostbusters in the house. I love the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Super awesome. We've also got some do-it-yourself pop figures in. If you ever want to just design your own, yeah. You can come in, buy them. Magic markers. A good thing you could do, go down to Games Workshop, buy some of their paint. One of our neighbors used that on the pop figures so you can design them up. And also we have some new glassware here and a pretty awesome Ghost Rider glass. New teas this week. I love this Boba Fett tea. We also have another Star Wars there, Princess Leia. Avengers. Pretty cool shirt there with all the characters. And then you've got Celebrate Batman 75th. We have an old school looking detective Batman. 75th anniversary of Batman t-shirt. And Attack on Titan. Anybody watch Attack on Titan? So we're starting to get some of those shirts in also. It's on Toonami on, I believe, Saturday nights, like at 1:30 in the morning. They've actually dubbed it into English. So if you haven't checked this out yet, it's a fantastic series. I just have started watching it, but we do sell the graphic novels in the store, so Attack on Titan. All right, so for this week's Notables, still liking that title.
It's good. We're such creative minds here.
First thing is, let's talk about a graphic novel. Black Science, #1 graphic novel comes out this week, or trade paperback.
How to Fall Forever.
So Rick Remender, and I think we talked about Black Science. I think it's made in our top 5 quite a lot. It's been a very popular book for us here at the store. It's a dimensional jumping, very futuristic. Artwork is fantastic in it. I love Matteo Scalera's artwork in this. He's also doing Dead Body Road, which I think is coming to an end next month, 6 issues on that. If you like kind of weird space type stuff, definitely pick this up. On to the next notable. We have our giant size
Spider-Man.
Yeah, #1.
Basically, this one is just kind of telling some older stories, like Doc Ock's going to be in it, and the Vulture is going to be in it, and there's 2 other stories that they're going to be talking about. It's basically just, if you like Spider-Man, this is just where it's going right now, doing some of his past since Peter Parker finally came back. I hope that wasn't a spoiler. I just realized what I just said. But
everybody knows Peter Parker came back by now.
Come on. Yeah. Hopefully you all know Peter Parker came back. Yeah. If you don't know from where, haha, you have to figure that out. But no, he came back. They're just trying to remind you who Peter Parker is, and this is the route they're taking it.
Yeah. So. Next, Guardians of the Galaxy, another notable for the week.
Yes.
So you're reading this?
Yes. Yeah. Sorry about that. Guardians of the Galaxy is one of my favorite. Actually, probably everyone on Noda at least. Is their favorite series, one of them. Peter Quill is missing right now, or Star-Lord. I know where he is. It's mentioned in the first one, but no one else knows where he is, according to the comic anyway. So they enlist the help of some other people. If you read the Free Comic Book Day one, you know one of the people, and now they're bringing in another special character. She's featured on the cover, and you may already know, but I'm not going to spoil it. But anyway, come pick it up. It's a great series.
And this is another book that's catching a lot of steam. Of course, I mean, with the other trailer that came out, I think last week, I'm looking forward to the movie. Also, if you don't know, Rocket Raccoon's getting his own series coming up in a couple months. So.
Yeah, I read the Free Comic Book Day issue of that. Doesn't look too bad. He's still kind of a cocky little guy, so it's good. But
it's going to be good.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go on to the top 5. So number 5 this week, another image number 1, COWL. COWL stands for Chicago Organized Workers League.
Yep, that's it. Basically, it's during World War II, afterwards now, the COWL was a group of people who fought supervillains on the German side. So now they're kind of like, well, supervillains have been defeated. What do we do? Turns out, I guess not all of them are defeated.
Right.
So
you've got basically it's an organized union of superheroes.
Yeah.
And they're still trying to prove their worth. The public basically says there's no need for them to be there anymore, and this is them out trying to do that. Great book stylistically, like I said, set in the '60s. Fantastic book. I definitely picked this one up.
Yeah.
Number 4 this week comes to us from Warren Ellis, that's writing Moon Knight.
Yes.
Trees. Got to read kind of a preview of this online. Basically, you've got these huge structures that are kind of all over the earth that have just basically taken over, and they stand there like trees.
Yeah, and no one really knows what they do. I mean, obviously, they're causing a lot of issues with the environment and whatnot, according to a lot of the artwork in it. Looks like the whole thing's going to be about figuring that out, and it seems pretty interesting. I'm kind of trying to figure out what they do.
Basically is what it's saying is that we figure out there's life on other planets by these structures being here, but they don't count us as intelligent life. So kind of an interesting book. Like I said, if you're a fan of Warren Ellis, definitely pick that up. So at number 3 this week, Thanos Annual, of course.
Number 1.
Of course. Love the Infinity series, the Thanos series that was out. This is kind of a backstory, something that takes place after Captain Marvel number 20.
Something in 1974. It's a very old story where Thanos had, what was it, the Galactic Cube?
Right.
Yeah.
It's not a reprint, it's a new story.
Yeah, so it recaps a little bit of what happened back then, and then it takes off now after he's been defeated in Infinity, and he has to fight Mephisto, his future self, and a couple other people. It's like different trials to go through and have these things called revelations, which I say these things like revelations because it's going to lead into a series called Thanos: The Infinity Revelations. That's why I had to quote it that way.
Yep.
But yeah.
And that'll actually be coming out in August to wrap that up. So
yeah, if you love Thanos, check this out. It gives a backstory. It's going to tie you into what's coming out in August.
Yep.
So, coming up at number 2, we have Secret Origins. And this one, Batman's actually in the lead of it, but it also covers Aquaman and Starfire. Basically, I guess every 10 years they do these. There's not really much to say about it. Just find out the new secret origins of Batman. Guess what? His parents still die. So
it's good. I mean, I kind of like the Starfire story in this. Is flipping through it. That's a character. I mean, some people know about, some don't.
She's in what's that with Red Hood and the Outlaws?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a good story. I know the last issue sold out fast. I honestly didn't order enough of those. But it's a real hot book. So if you want this, did order up on this one. If you miss it, let us know. We'll make sure we get you one. So it's very good.
Oh yeah.
So coming in number 1 this week, we're huge fans of Batman here. It's hard to keep Batman out of the top 10 or the top 5. We should start doing top 10. That's a lot of books.
Yeah, it is.
So we're in the 2nd chapter of the new story arc for Zero Year. Go ahead.
Basically, what happened in the previous one was now Riddler's in charge of the city. It's been somehow, in a very short time period, completely basically destroyed. He has a game where he allows everyone once per day to give him a riddle that if he can't solve it, he'll set everyone free. But no one's been able to do it yet. And so now Batman just now came back as he was incapacitated for a while. And now he has to work with Jim Gordon, Lieutenant Jim Gordon, and he's not a captain or a commissioner yet. So,
and I know most of the folks come in the store, I mean, they pick up Batman, but if you're not reading Batman, stylistically, Capullo's work in this has been very, very different than what he's been doing with other Batman books. I like it. It does look a little bit like it is reflective in the past, which I kind of like stylistically.
Yeah.
So And while I'm on the subject real quick too, totally derailed the video, sorry Trex. We're going to be doing a special book club in July. We'll be announcing it in the next couple weeks, where we're going to be having a meeting just to do the 75th anniversary of Batman. So it's just going to be topic of anything from Batman movies to the Batman mythos to the Batman comic books, whatever. It's going to be all things Batman. And everybody's invited to come out. Doesn't have to sign up or anything like that. So it's Batman's anniversary, I believe, is the 22nd of July. I may have that date wrong, but it's in that week. But we're going to have a lot of stuff going on, so watch for that. If you love Batman, just come hang out. Even if you don't like Batman, we do have one customer that doesn't like Batman, which I find...
I didn't like him for too long until now. Like, I was completely upset with all the Christopher Nolan ones. So if I show up to that, I'm just going to have a big list of all these articles about how bad Christopher Nolan's Batmans were, minus The Dark Knight. So.
And all opinions count. I mean,
Yeah.
even though his is wrong, they all count. So we'll be announcing the date for that later. So let's go on to other books coming out this week. So also out this week, we have 24, number 2, favorite of Dan and Stevie B's. I think number 1 was really good. All New Invaders, another favorite with Cap and Namor. Catwoman, number 31. Dead Body Road, number 6. Also Matteo Scalera, we talked about his drawing on Black Science. Deadpool 29, you got Original Sin tie-in there. Flash 31, of course that's Venditti and Van Jensen's run on Flash. Loved number 30, it was fantastic. Futures in number 4, of course, we got our weekly books coming out. Guardians of the Galaxy, got another preview book. I believe this is number 2 of the series, if you want to catch up on those new characters maybe you don't know about. Iron Patriot number 3, another book that's really surprised me how good it is, and Iron Man 26. Legend of Oz Wicked West. We've got the first couple trades of this. I love this book. It's kind of a Western theme Oz tale. Really cool to read. Red Lanterns 31. Of course, we talked about Secret Origins already. Nightwing's wrapping up, getting ready for Grayson to be a detective, superhero kind of thing, kind of weird. Suicide Squad number 30. This book looks like is wrapping up also. Star Wars number 8, that's the last issue of the original Lucas draft. Tomb Raider number 4, Gail Simone, another great book. Thunderbolts, got your team of Red Hulk, Deadpool, and Punisher. Twilight Zone, kind of your one-off stories from that. Winter Soldier, Bitter March number 4. And Wolverine number 7. Of course, you know Wolverine will be dying pretty soon, so we're getting ready to find out how that leads up. Also this week, previews has come out. Avengers and X-Men kind of advertised here for what we're going to have selling on later this year. And the Multiversity, which is going to be a storyline written by Grant Morrison, it's kind of going to be like Batman Eternal, so going to be a weekly book. So here's kind of your look forward to see these characters. So thanks again for tuning in to the Monkey Apocalypse, issue number 10. Once again, another big week in comic books. I think we talked a lot about a lot of great stuff this week.
Batman Eternal, Futures End. Those are my 2 big DC ones, and then a lot of the indie ones coming out. What was that? Cowl number 1.
Cowl, yeah.
Yeah, that one looks pretty good.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Love the Image stuff. You never know which one of the Image books is going to take off, like Black Science that we talked about too. So,
yeah.
Well, thank you. We'll see you again next week. We'll see you in the store. Oh, we did the Monkey Podcast out. Oh,
forgot.
Stevie V.
Yeah.